Have you slept recently, Blue?
Slept?
I can see the dark circles under your eyes.
Yeah, you can.
That's
Look at that.
the lighting.
Yeah.
I asked Hawk last night, and he's like, maybe. And he just sent me a message. Can't. No worries.
So little effort into acknowledging our existence.
This is completely homebrew.
Okay. I like homebrew.
It doesn't have the normal stats. It doesn't have normal rolling, right? Health works very differently per race. And I had to Frankenstein this up, so it isn't all the races that I actually have. Literally on my quick notes that I have written up here, I have description of the two aliens. Robot, pretty self-explanatory. Cyborg, also pretty self-explanatory. Human, I'm not going to explain humans to you. It's literally what I have written down here.
What are humans? Pump doesn't know what a human is.
I know. I'm
yes.
from Mars. I've never heard of this human. Is it like a dip made from like?
Made from a type of bean.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And you put it on pita bread.
Pita bread, sometimes crackers.
Yeah. Which is that company that like kills all the animals, right?
Yep, there you go. Yep, he's at a wedding.
Stu's at a wedding, yeah. That's why.
I do not care. That sounds like excuses.
Nice. I wish I would have had those in high school. Like, every teacher was like, you need a composition? I've got one. It's this small. Look at this one.
Hey, it's Myrtle.
Myrtle!
I'm sorry. I just got home.
Do what you need to
Everything's
do.
on fire, it's fine, take your time.
Oh.
Cool. Wait, what?
Everything's on fire, you're fine, take your time.
It's fine. Do what you need to
Oh,
do.
wait, y'all are pyromaniacing without me? How coronavirus and the customers, Chad, you tell them. That's what happens.
Thank you, Chad. I would have liked slightly less language. Is that like a remixed version of Jurassic Park?
I smell like disgusting.
I always smell disgusting, so you
What
could just
about
use it.
pencil?
No, pencils aren't allowed, Pumpkin. You have betrayed us all. Does that just like stick in your wall?
That's concerning.
Did you kill someone over there?
So much better.
We're not streaming the regular D&D today because Stu had to go to a wedding and Niner couldn't make it at this time. So
Okay, now here's the
we're doing
question.
something else.
Am I replacing Stu or Niner? And same goes for Ray.
Both. I think you're replacing both and Ray's replacing no one.
That sounds about right. Well, yes, hello everyone. We are streaming something not normal at the not normal time.
With not normal people.
Why am I not normal?
Stu's getting married, guys.
I was gonna say the same thing. Is that your dice? Why are you so baffled by them? Are they hovering?
The bottom is gone.
The bottom? Oh.
They're
Oh.
open. They're not coming out.
Friction.
A little tap tap.
What? They're still hovering. Be ready to catch them. Hey! What'd you get? What was the roll?
A 15?
Hey, you beat Stu. Well, not even trying. I just see a chair moving without anyone in it on the Pumpkin screen. What?
Oh my god, everything.
Okay. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
What are you doing, Pumpkin?
Welcome to a not-so-normal Saturday D&D stream that is probably not going to go for very long, because everything's on fire.
We're all gonna
And
die.
pre-planning doesn't matter, apparently. I'm turning on a fan because I'm very hot all of a sudden.
What do you mean you're always hot?
But Blue, you have all of Twitch chat. You don't need a fan. You have so many already.
I mean, I think a lot of them are coming for EJ, but...
That's not true.
I mean, at least coming from EJ's channel.
So we're going to be doing a sci-fi version of D&D instead of the regular fantasy D&D today. That's all I know.
Yes. We're going to be streaming a homebrew one-shot that I Frankensteined up in 2 days. Since we're doing a one-shot that no one has any information on besides me because I panicked, we're going to be creating characters first. It wouldn't be sci-fi without aliens and robots. Boys and girls, aliens and robots. For this one-shot, you are all a part of a prison and or the crew of a prison colony, either working for the prison itself or working as a prisoner. Prisoners are sent to a planet called Paragon Hydraulis. This is a mining colony where a lot of prisoners will go to work off their sentences. Here you will be creating your characters. We'll decide whether or not you want to work as prison guards or if you are playing as a prisoner. Going to that, what is everyone's preferred role in this situation?
I think I'd like to be a guard guy.
Guard.
Why
I
not?
want to be a prisoner.
Prisoner.
I'm a prisoner.
Alright.
You ain't going back.
I guess I'll be another guard.
Cool.
Be another guard? Alright. 2 guards, 2 prisoners.
Let's
Perfect.
split this thing evenly.
Because this was homebrewed in a span of a couple days, there are only 5 races out of the actual races that I have set up for this.
Well, there's only 4 of us, so that's...
There's only 4 of you.
Hey, we could each choose a different one if we wanted to.
Yeah. This one-shot is derived from a actual campaign that I have built and that I just Frankensteined. I ripped out a couple of pieces and made it there.
Poor thing.
Held them together with duct tape and love.
Plastic surgery, don't
Duct
With a little
tape
bit of
and
glitter.
a lot of electricity. I don't know about love or glitter. If we ever decide to actually play the proper campaign of this, there are more things like actual classes and stuff that you can do. But because you're all prisoners, I've kind of simplified it there. So there are 2 alien races, starting with Galtora. The Galtora are a race of 3 armed aliens with stone-like skin. Atop their heads is a set of horns ranging between 2 and 6 horns right on their heads. Their skin color ranges from a deep gray to a deep red. The Galtora are a large race of people, often standing 8 to 12 feet tall. The stats in this work a little bit differently. It isn't normal stats. There are 5 stats. There's technology, conversation, melee, firearms, and finesse. And basically, when you want to do a task, you will roll a d20, and if it, I'll decide if it like fits one of those specific categories, and I'll have you add your bonus to that. For the Galtora, you get +1 to melee, and then if you decide to attack without any weapons, you get +2 to your attack roll for unarmed attacks. As you do have 3 arms. It makes sense. Your health dice. Next race is the Nova. A humanoid race, standard human size between 5 and 6 feet tall, if you're on the taller edge of thing, with the color of skin of between, like, somewhere in the spectrum of blue and pink. So you can go all the way from blue all the way to pink. Their hair is often tendril-like. Instead of actual hair, it is tendrils.
Can they turn people to stone by looking at them?
Not unless you...
Unless they were Galtora already.
Yes. The next race you can play as are Cyborgs. Pretty self-explanatory. If you choose to play as a Cyborg, you will choose from any of the other humanoid, fleshy races, right? You can't choose to be a robot Cyborg. That doesn't quite work.
Because that would just be robot.
That'd just be robot, which doesn't quite work.
It would be 2 different robots melded together.
Yeah.
There was
That
this
would be a
other
chimera.
robot. There was this one robot that
chimera,
was dying, so then they gave it robot parts to save its life.
So it's just like 2 robots that are stuck together like Siamese twins that are constantly yelling at each other.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be great. That's
Oh,
perfect.
what if Pumpkin and I play the same character, but just are fused together?
It becomes I Am John.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to, I'd be fine to figure that out.
Nah, it'd be hilarious.
Too complicated.
Yeah, a little bit too complicated for this. If we have a little more time, maybe.
It'd be an amazing idea for someday, but not yet.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to go into detail of what humans are, because I would hope you know what humans are. Your stats are +2 to your choice and +1 to finesse. Yes, Pump?
What's a human?
Well, when a mommy and a dad...
I'm just asking for someone in the chat.
Yes, of course, yes. So, humans are,
Dumb.
annoying, yes.
Guys, that pretty much explains it, thank you.
What's finesse
In
control?
fact,
Finesse will control, like stealth rolls, opening locks,
lets you do this.
stealing. It's basically everything thieving wrapped up into one. Right?
Gotcha.
It's a rogue
It is rogue
stat.
existence.
It is the rogue stat, yeah. So it is literally the rogue stat.
I don't know how to spell finesse, but I tried my best.
Oh, just
I don't
do
know either.
abbreviations. I did it
Finesse.
I spelled it
Oh,
with
it's
2 N's and 2 S's. So,
I used a Q.
Yeah, I don't know where that came. I don't know where that came from.
How? I think I've got an idea of what I want to do. I kind of want to be like, since I'm going to be a guard, I want to be like the big kind of brute guy. So I'm thinking about Galtora, possibly Cyborg Galtora, or I could just be Galtora if I don't want to be too complicated.
Cyborgs.
We could. If I was a cyborg, could I add an extra arm to my Galtora and have 4 arms? Just one metal one.
Yeah, if you want to. I would go ahead and remove something from other stats, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. So I guess that's what I'll be. Going to my roots, playing a cyborg kind of guy. Works with my gosh character.
So you have 5 additional points you can add to any of your stats.
All melee! Sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead, do it. So I actually gave you more damage for that extra arm,
for
the metal arm.
Cool.
Now instead of, you're going,
Yeah.
General Grievous.
Basically, yeah.
What was the other alien called again?
The Nova.
Nova. Yeah, I'll be a Nova.
Yeah, they seem to be like charm speaker people.
I'm playing cyborg human.
What about you,
I'm
Myrtle?
gonna be a robot.
You should be a robot?
Ooh, nice.
I'm gonna be a robot.
As a cyborg, you use the base health of the race that you were, right?
Nope, you use the base health as a cyborg, which is 2d8 plus a d4.
Do you want me to tell you where I put my little pluses and minuses at?
You don't have to tell me, no, not yet at least.
Hide your modifier until it's convenient. Just don't place it anywhere until you need it.
Until you yeah.
And then
Alright,
rolled
so I'm gonna roll this d20. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
put both of my modifiers right there.
Yep. I put all of my modifiers so I get plus 10 to it, little did you know. Since we have 2 prison guards, you guys have weapons. You have a sort of an ion blade, which is basically a lightsaber. It's a sword.
We all know what it is.
It's a lightsaber,
It's a
basically. You have an iron blade, so no matter what, when you roll to attack, it's a d20 plus your melee if you're using your ion blade, or your firearms if you're using your gun. As prison guards, you have both. You have iron blades and pistols, basically, blasters. Yeah, which you will roll... Why do you have a stapler?
It's an office.
Sure, alright. Yeah, no. Click. For EJ, you will roll a d10 plus your unarmed attack.
So he's going to be able to do more damage unarmed than I'm going to be able to do with a lightsaber?
Yes.
Okay. I can just punch really hard.
I mean, you are a big, muscular man.
Give him 4 lightsabers. We just come up on the boss and just like, alright, go! Sick him!
Blue Wings is thinking, you can see it in his eyes. Punch 4 different people simultaneously.
He'll just be walking by, clotheslining people all the time.
I'm just like that Pokemon Machop or something with the forearms, like spinning around and knocking into people.
You're the Ben 10 forearms.
Ben 10 forearms, literally, yeah. I mean, not gonna lie, that's what they're based off of. As prison guards, you also have shields, mini personal force fields, which give you +5 to your health, basically. It's a 5 over shield.
Do I have to charge my gun?
No, you do not.
No, dang, I forgot to charge my gun before I left home.
My parents always told me to keep it on the charger until I actually needed to go.
But that ruins the battery. Then you gotta, like, get a new battery.
You don't think that we fixed batteries in this scientific future?
I mean, yes, but that's the prisoner's job. Do you really want to rely on your prisoners to fix your gun
No,
batteries?
your prisoners are mining, actually. Prisoners are nowhere near weapons. So, getting into your guys' combat...
No, they're near the batteries, though.
I get the batteries, yeah. So, Myrtle and Ray, until further notice, you will be doing unarmed melee damage.
Punch.
Yeah.
Punch.
We'll get into that if we get into combat. I don't know if we will.
I will start one.
Prison riot.
All right, and I believe with that we're done with character setup. Any questions for me that...
Should we give them names?
My name is Google Notorical.
Did you just like sneeze on some letters?
No, all right, we're doing this one. We're doing this name.
Oh, wait, never mind. I got one.
I'll take it.
I'll be Methuselah.
Methuselah.
What is funny about this name, Ray? This was the name that my parents decided to give me when I was born, a little baby alien, and you're making fun of my... You have no power!
Where the riot starts.
This is the most insecure guard the world's ever seen.
Yes.
You're gonna be Beppis?
Beppis.
Oh.
By the way, for those who don't know, Methuselah is actually the name of the oldest star in the universe.
I thought it was the oldest dude.
Also the oldest dude. That's
I didn't know that.
named after one another.
Oh, whack.
But because this is a sci-fi thing, It's more of the reference of the oldest star, which is actually theorized to be older than the universe itself. It's weird.
Wait, what?
Interesting.
Wow.
The
That doesn't
star.
make sense.
Yeah, well, all research that has been done on it says that's about like 14 billion years old, whereas the universe is only 13.8 billion.
So something's
brain
wrong
knew
with
it.
their calculations there, one way or another.
No,
Something's wrong
with our
somewhere.
science is actually what it is,
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
not the calculations themselves. Because the
Bill, now you out
calculations
here
are
lying to me.
the maths are fine. It's more of the theories and what we know, which is more of the science. So something's wrong with the science over the calculations.
Something's wrong with the dating mechanisms. Yeah.
Interesting. Something's wrong with our Tinder of space.
Our
Sorry, you said
Tinder
date.
of space?
You said dating mechanisms. My first thought was dating app.
Oh, no.
Right. Jokes. Ha. And EJ.
Yep. I am Carnash. It's like Krellnock all over again.
It is.
But smarter.
My character's male. I'm assuming EJ's going to be male. I mean, I don't know.
Also
Just
be
from the
funny,
description of their characters.
I'm no longer male. I'm not even female either.
So he's just
So,
a
so,
robot.
so you got
So you're
rid of that
non-binary?
part during your
Yes, I got rid of that part.
Non-binary, yes.
Yes, I'm non-binary.
No, he is binary. He's a robot.
No, he's a cyborg.
Exactly.
cyborg.
That's what I meant.
50%
I'm the
binary.
robot.
50% binary.
It just goes
Okay.
by it.
It. Got
Okay.
it.
I'll just be the standard boring male, because
Male.
I can't think of anything else funny enough. I mean, I'm like a mountain walking around and punching people. I think it's pretty standard to say
yes,
that
look
I'm
at that
probably a
mountain.
male.
Technically, even with the females of the Galtora race, they are mountains of people
Well,
going
yes,
around punching
yeah.
people. too,
That's,
but
that's what I
that's the
figured,
point.
but
Yeah,
I was
but
also
they're
like, you know,
Mountain.
the stereotype is just...
Prettier mountains. I mean, depending on
I'm
your-
now attracted to
They're the
mountains.
Blue Ridge versus the Rockies.
Blue Ridge Mountains, punching
so-
people.
I believe we are all set to go.
Wait.
Yes.
What's a human?
Okay, we can start now.
You got your spoon.
What?
Where was that?
Why do you have a spoon?
Why did you
and where
reach
does the spoon
up to
come
get
from?
the
Yeah, where
spoon?
did it, what?
I think it's just best.
All right, we're just going with it. All right.
All right, let's go.
Methuselah and Carnash, as guards of the Samoa, a prison ship that just finished transporting prisoners to the planet of Paragon Hadrelis. You have been informed by the Warden Alzoa that you will be watching over two new prisoners, a robot and a cyborg. The robot's name is Bepis, and the cyborg is Ghoul Natorgala. I probably missaid that name, but it's fine. You are to show them to their mining location and to their sleeping quarters. And you are to watch over them for the first 3 days of their excavation until they are comfortable in their new home. And then they will be left to the other guards, and you will be sent back to the main planet to collect more prisoners. So, Bepis and Google, as new prisoners, you currently sit chained to your seats on the prison ship you were transported on. You know for a fact you were being transported to the mining colony as you had signed up to lessen your sentence here. Question for you. What
What are you in for?
Yeah, what are you in for?
I'm in for doing crazy science experiments on my children.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Noted,
yourself.
okay.
I'm in for fish Jenga.
I mean,
You're the guard, though.
you're the guard. What do you mean?
No, that's where I got introduced to it.
Oh, yeah. You were in prison for fish Jenga, and then they're like, why are you here? I put myself in here. I felt terrible. What?
I had to turn myself in all those.
It's not
turned
fish
myself in,
Jenga,
yes.
no!
No! It's not fish Jenga!
I am here because I was illegally smuggling ferrets to planets that see ferrets as a demon, so they're not allowed on there. But like some people are like, I want a ferret, and I'm like, give me some money, and I got you.
I got you,
For a second, I
Holmes.
thought you were going
Alright.
to say that they ate ferrets, but I think that that's a better way to take it.
Thank you.
So, Bepis, you are currently in prison for 24 years
Yeah.
for your crimes of illegally transporting ferrets.
The ferret
And-
trade, I swear.
Yeah, the ferret trade, man. And Google, you are currently in prison for 2 lifetimes for the illegal scientific alteration of your family and others without permission by the court of law and the people you were scientifically experimenting on.
Yikes.
And working here in the mining colony, you have been informed that you can take time off of your sentences
I don't feel like mining today.
I don't feel like mining. Well, that's another year to your sentence. Little did you know you signed a
I
contract.
suddenly feel like mining.
Yeah. Ah, well.
Mine all day.
Medusa and Karnash, you two, after receiving your orders from the Warden, enter the holding cells of the prison ship and find your two prisoners, a cyborg and a robot, that you are to be babysitting, as the Warden had informed you.
All right, which one of you is the robot? I can never tell the two apart.
I love the voice.
Try looking at yourself in the mirror.
Hey, I'm a normal human. I didn't choose to get any of those implants or anything.
You're a
Human,
Nova, aren't you?
human.
Yeah.
Nova, yeah.
I'm
a normal
I forgot who I was.
Or anything. I don't know what that technologically is going on in there.
Lots of things you would never understand.
So you're just
I'm
like
sure,
a boomer
I'm sure.
grandma.
I'm changing the voice. That was just a joke.
Oh.
They're two different races. You're gonna be able to tell the difference between the two different races.
Oh, yeah. One of them is full robot, one of them has meaty bits.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I said meaty bits. You currently walk into the holding cells of the prison ship. You've been informed by Alzoa the Warden that you will need to take them to their designated mining grounds, where they'll be excavating diamonds, in fact.
Cool.
Space diamonds.
Space.
Sounds smuggleable.
Yes, if you can get out of prison.
How big are the hallways? Do I have to like duck down through garage doors or
No,
anything?
they're
big
like
for-
15 feet tall. They're and very like wide, just
Awesome.
because.
Except for when you get to the
Aliens.
doorway. Whenever you get to the doorway.
Yeah, the doorway, it's like automatically drops to like 10 feet, and you're like, ah!
10 feet is pretty tall.
Yeah, it is still pretty tall, but,
This boy big.
Beppis and Google, you see two prison guards. One, a very large, muscular cyborg, and the other, a smaller, humanoid-shaped Nova.
Aha! Another cyborg! How you doing there? What kind of nice little experiments did happen on you? Tell me all the good information, juicy information.
All right, I'm pretty sure this one's crazy.
Anybody else getting Jamba vibes
What's
Who's
Jamba?
Jabba?
from Lilo and
Jamba
Stitch?
the Hutt.
Oh, right!
Or Jumba. That's what I meant. Jumba.
I am Google Naturagal. And
Yeah,
how
that-
about you, little man?
I'll like pull out my
Yeah,
clipboard and put on
that's a little bit
glasses.
too long of a name for me. How about Goog? Does Goog sound better?
Just Goog. Just
Goog
Goog.
sound better?
I'm sorry, but Google was my father. He was
Yeah,
too
Goog
normal for me.
Me as well. All right,
You can call me Google. How's that?
no, Goog. All right, and then this one.
Don't make me take a scalpel to your face!
How about the
I'd like
robot?
to see you try.
Oh, I want to study you very well.
I'll just like pull out one of my forearms.
I'm frightened.
Frightened? It's a little bit long too. How about Fry? Does Fry sound better?
My
This
name
robot
is
seems to be able to
Bethis.
feel pain or
Bethis?
fear.
How about Beffy?
Beth.
All right, we'll go with Beffy. Beffy sounds good to me too. All right.
It's
So we have
Bethis.
to escort you guys over down to the mining area. It's gonna be pretty fun.
You're assigned to Area 6,
Doubt
Section
it.
12. That's the
Thank
worst
you for
one.
remembering that. I did not write it down.
I have a clipboard here. You should have yours
Oh,
too.
we have an idiot amongst these two!
I hate
Alright,
to agree
You're
with the
already
prisoner.
You're already on my
but
bad side.
it
All right,
might
let's
be
get going.
accurate this time.
So I guess we're just gonna start escorting them to where we're
Yeah.
supposed to.
Alright.
I'll take up the position behind the group. Just like,
I will also go ahead and say, with your firearms, you do have the stun setting and the
Oh, there's a
lethality
stun setting.
There's a
Stunning.
stun setting, yes.
very nice.
So just heads up, you can do that. I did forget to mention that.
Thanks, Blue.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Boy, Ray's gonna try to make a desperate escape. Now,
You do begin to escort your prisoners to Section 6, Subsection 12. Thank you for that. I'm going to go ahead and do that.
I've been writing these down, don't you?
It does not take too long. It's only a couple minutes of walking.
The entire time I'm just rambling on about these different science ideas I have.
I turn and look at one of the guards. May I please be with somebody else? I'm afraid this man is going to do experiments with me.
I'm sorry, that's
Methuselah.
outside of my jurisdiction.
Methuselah, do you
Means-
have an extra face mask or muzzle for this?
Muzzle.
Yeah, here. Here, we'll use this one.
Yes.
That ought to keep the worm tired. I mean, tire the worm.
The worm tired.
Silent. I don't know what I was trying to say. You get the idea.
Yes. No, I get it. Yeah. So you do eventually get there after the much longer walk than it was supposed to be, due to the copious amounts of scientific explanations that Google decided to provide. It is a small hole in the wall, quite literally. To either side are electronic drills that you are to use to mine, and you are to spend 12 hours a day doing so. You get a 30-minute break, and that is it.
I'm just gonna say that we explained that to them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I used character voice there.
Yeah. That also being said, part of your prison escort as the guards, you do need to be there all 12 hours as well.
Oh man, that's so annoying. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we get
But I guess we're used to it at this point, so I'll just be
You're
like,
used to it at this point, and also at the same exact time, you don't have to do the manual labor, and you get to eat and relax as you
yeah,
feel
I'm just gonna sit
necessary.
here and pull up my like iPad and be like, all right, you can figure out how to use the equipment. Any diamonds that you break will be taken and added onto your debt that you owe. I'm going to sit here and play Tetris 99.
Funnily enough, you actually got the whole debt thing quite well. Yeah, each diamond is worth a day off your sentence.
Oof.
It's not really fair because there aren't many diamonds.
Wait, so if they get diamonds, then they get time off their sentence, or if they damage the
Yeah,
diamonds, then
one
that
day
time is
they
added onto theirs?
If they damage the diamond,
If
they get
damage
time
the
added.
damage.
The damage, yes. If they damage the diamond, they get time onto their sentence. If they get pristine diamonds, they get a day off.
Mm-hmm. Time
Unless
of the
there's
day,
anything
takes the
specific you
warden away.
wanted to do. For the first portion before your break, if I could have Beppis and Google roll a d20 plus your technology modifier to see if you can figure out how the drills work.
We just
I got
we're not
that
even
20.
telling them.
Yeah, they didn't explain that. 20
Yeah,
plus
I'm gonna
your
take
modifier.
his mask off in case he needs to ask questions.
Yes,
I'm still
okay.
gonna be like, please
You actually put a
refrain
mask on him.
from your science techno babble.
14 plus 3, 17.
Yeah, it's fairly simple for the two of you. You get the hang of it really easily. If you could just now roll me 3 d20s for the time of mining.
11, 1, and 19.
16, 8, 9.
All right. So Beppis, you damaged 2 diamonds,
Oh man.
Aww.
Ooh.
and Google, you damaged 1.
I just want to
So
go
you-
sell ferrets.
You gain, Beppis, you gain a day in all technicality to your prison sentence. Google, you lose a day on your 2 lifelong sentences, if that helps any.
Oh boy, 24 years in a day.
Oh no.
So then you do take
What
your
they deserve.
30-minute break. During this 30-minute break, is there anything you would like to do?
Yes, I would like to have my back to the guards so they can't really see what I'm doing, and I'm going to minorly take a look at the mining drill, take it apart, put it together, things like that.
Okay.
I wasn't watching anyway.
Yeah, I'm also very distracted.
Neither,
I'm like,
neither they're watching, so I won't make you roll a finesse roll. But
yeah,
go ahead and roll
with
technology.
2 arms, with 2 arms, I'm analyzing data and doing productive work, and with my other 2 arms, I'm like trying to draw like a picture, commissioned artwork on my iPad
right.
or something.
I'm doing
19.
what I'm doing right now.
19 plus 3.
All right, yeah. So you're able to take it apart. You're able to see the pieces. To make it simple in explaining, you do understand what the drill is made of and how it could be repurposed in any way. Since you did roll high enough, what were you looking for exactly?
I was looking for a way to output the laser drill, make it where I could use it into a ranged weapon.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Love that.
Oh no.
You're able to do that fairly easily with
Prison
your roll.
break.
I will go ahead and ask you to roll another technology roll for me to make sure
Alright.
everything works, because you're able to set it all up with that first roll. This is here actually getting everything finalized and able to work.
How long
I got
does
a
it take him to
15
do
plus
all
3.
this?
Yeah, actually, time-wise, this would take you more than your break. So with
I could do it over the days. I don't have
yeah,
to
you'll do it over the. Basically, it's going to take you seeing all of this with your roll, and that roll I just made you do is a final time roll. It's going to take you about 7 hours to set it all up without being caught. If you do it slowly, you can do it faster if you want to roll finesse as well. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it slowly, and my second roll, by the way, was a 15 plus 3.
50 plus 3. Okay. So yeah, it's gonna take you 7 to 8 hours. Not too long to do this. You could finish it by the end of the day if you do it slowly while also working on mining. And you
Is it
should get it.
possible to pretend that my thing is underperforming and fix it in front of the guards fix in front of the guards without them being suspicious?
Go ahead and roll you'd have to roll a conversation to lie to them about it.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for conversation then.
So I go up to them and I say, "This little machine is so underperforming. It's not working well. I can fix it very well if you just let me do a little bit of fixing on it."
Oh, if you're saying that, yeah, you're gonna have to get a really high roll on that. Because
I got a 17 minus 1, 8, 16.
16. Okay. Because per their rule set, they're technically not allowed to. So if you want to allow him to upgrade it to work better, I'll let you guys roll conversation, or you can just say
Yeah,
it.
I feel like we would just be like, all damaged equipment must be reported and taken off your sentence as well. Also, we are supposed to bring it up to management, and they will fix it themselves.
Plus, I already don't
prisoners
like
are not
this
allowed to fix things.
Plus, I already don't like you.
Well,
That went poorly.
I'm minding this diamonds, alright?
So if it isn't working, now you will have to go ahead and take it up to the warden and basically be like, "Hey, this stuff isn't working," and get a new one.
Mhm.
So
Do we do
if
that,
it's
or
broken,
do we bring them up to do that?
one of
it's
you would have to go with it.
technically not broken.
No, I want to make him work with the broken one.
Alright. It's technically not broken, so yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
what I'm gonna
But he
just
doesn't
get
know
back
that.
to work with it. It should be
Well,
fine. I've never
fine.
seen one break.
You're no fun on the science department. No wonder your mother was not proud of you.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoa.
Yikes!
You're my mother.
I'll just kind of.
My mother.
EJ.
Beppis,
Yeah.
what are you doing during all this?
I am sitting there staring off like this, contemplating in my brain how quickly I can get out of there so I can continue to smuggle ferrets.
Roll a d20 for me. Just a d20.
Dirty ferret
Oh, I dropped it.
smugglers.
Stop rolling so far.
You ferret smugglers are all the same.
14.
You can come up with a couple of ideas. And thinking on it, the best way to go about it is wait for something to go wrong and use that as a distraction. From your thinking is what you come across. Like, something
Yeah,
is
that's
bound to
the
go
one.
poorly.
And
Especially
I blame it on
considering
the
person who came
crazy
in.
dude
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
Yes. This
So-
guy will mess up severely and then I can escape and smuggle ferrets and make money.
Money.
Do you have any like ferrets in your like secret compartments at this point?
Wouldn't you like to
You
know?
would have been searched, so no weapons, no ferrets,
Dang.
No ferrets on person.
Quite shame.
no
Quite shame.
ferrets on person. Ferrets are.
Would have been great to cause
I'm
a
writing-
ferret infestation in this prison, but oh well.
I'm writing it into the campaign now that ferrets are illegal. Man,
What if like some genetic experiment has caused all ferrets to become like extremely dangerous?
yeah.
They like infect worlds. They take down governments.
They're basically a
They're weapons of
alien
mass
race.
destruction.
Yeah, they're kind of like biological weapons at this point that just spread and destroy everything.
Yes.
So ferrets are biological weapons at this
I'm
point. Yeah.
technically a war criminal.
And you only have 24 years on your sentence.
There's a kudzu of the animal kingdom.
Ray, go ahead and roll one more d20 for me to see if you get any more diamonds. Since you aren't messing with your drill at all, Beppis, go ahead and roll 3 more times for me.
Meowie says, "Do you mean an invasive species? Because they actually are." Yes, but worse.
9 and 12.
Wow, you've gained another day, so you're at 24 years and 2 days.
Oh no.
And Ray, you've lost another day.
I mean,
Fine.
to be fair,
No, it's
Myrtle, it does
fine.
not matter at all. We're not going to have a
does not
game
matter
that
at all.
goes for 24 years, so
No.
one way or another, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's okay, Beffy. Time flies. I tell you, it seems just like yesterday that this inmate named Carl left. Yeah.
He left in a casket.
Yeah,
but...
Carl died. Thinking back on it, Carl's dead.
I have
Probably
no
from
concept
food
of
poisoning,
life.
but that's beside
I
the
live
point.
forever. I am eternal.
I live until my fusion core dies.
But then you'll get a new fusion core and you
The
can continue
concept
to
of
work.
life and death means nothing to me. I was created, not born. I don't know the love of a family.
I like your spunk, Beppy.
I also don't know the love of a family, but that's just because I was raised in the military, so I hear you.
At least you have emotions.
Oh, do I? You'd be
I
surprised.
can program some emotions.
Oh,
into
do
you.
I?
We got like half a metal face.
I can program
And
some
the other half is
emotions
stone.
into you.
Well, clearly you
lie.
feel nothing
That's
after
actually
I heard
really
about what
nice
you're
to
saying.
offer.
Maintain social distancing, prisoner. 12604.
Social distancing. Oh, man.
What was his number?
There's a
1,
space
2, 6,
pandemic.
4,
The ferret
1,
flu.
2.
Wait, robots don't get flu? What is wrong with you?
It's
Unless
for
they're
the
planes,
safety.
then they fly all the time.
Wait.
Flu.
With that final set of rolls, the day comes to a close. The two prison guards, you do escort your fun new 3-day-long party members to where they will be sleeping. It is.
Please tell me I don't have to share a room with this creature.
You have to share a room with 12 other people.
Oh.
Work for me.
It
It's
is
still just the one toilet.
It is still just the one toilet.
I don't poop.
Yes.
It has to be shared among all races.
But do you
equally.
oil?
What's on
But do you?
Do you even oil, bro?
You just made me oil.
What I'm gonna go ahead and say is, the prison ship, at least to the prison guards, you do both know that the prison ship that you arrived on will be leaving when you guys leave. Right?
Okay.
You are part of the escort ship.
Okay.
Would I know that?
Okay.
You would
I don't know if the
you could
AirPods are
assume
gonna-
as much, but no.
See?
I'd like to go up to my robot new roomie, and I'd like to say, if you like, I can help you escape.
I don't trust you.
Why do you not trust me?
When we drop them
'Cause
off
you're
there, are
gonna
we
try
standing
and look at my
outside of the cell, or have we just gone?
No. When you drop them off, there are specific prison guards who do watch the sleeping areas, but you two are not part of that. You two get to go back to your nice rooms. Yes.
How did we...
With air conditioning, room service, separate bathrooms.
Do we have other work that we do while we're guarding?
For the first day, no, but yes, further on. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to hit the pool table. Anyway, we'll get back to their scene.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Ray and Google and Beppis.
Are you sure you don't want to be upgraded? I could make it where you can easily escape on your own. We could even cause some chaos in here.
I'm
As
scared.
much as I do enjoy chaos, I still am unsure.
You keep on cutting out.
Poo!
Her sensors
Why
aren't
does this
connected
always happen
properly.
to me?
Are you sure you don't want to be upgraded? We could create chaos and get out of here together.
As much as I love chaos, how are you going to be able to get the parts?
Oh, I've already started.
I don't know. You're kind of crazy.
Just a little bit.
Little, yeah, sure.
But that's what they say. All great geniuses are crazy, aren't they?
Yeah, if they experiment on their children. Well, if you can prove to me that you can get the parts, then I will consider your offer.
Blue, can
Yes.
I take out like a fusion part from the drill?
You would have had to leave everything of the drill with the drill, unless you take out the mechanism to make it work. Then you could take that with you. So if you took the fusion drive to make it work, then yes, but that means when you try to drill tomorrow, it won't work.
I
Metal
like
detector.
take it out, bring it with me, and then put it back in tomorrow. This way, because I knew I was going to talk to her.
Yeah, you could have done that, yeah. But if you're going to put it back into the drill later, or the next day, I'm going to make you roll another technology roll to make sure that the drill works so you can still act like you're working.
That's fine. Do I need to
Technically, no,
smuggle?
there are no metal detectors because
We're metal. Yeah, I realized that after.
Yeah.
Where'd you hide it, Ray?
I hid it in my pants.
Hey,
Oh
Nice.
hey.
no! Please tell me that it's sanitized.
He just pulls it out.
A robot that's a germaphobe.
Oh my god, yes! Oh, I love the character. Oh.
I could get a virus. That would be really bad.
Okay, so I take it out and show it to her. Does this give you some proof?
Where was that?
That was in the drill.
Where was it on your person?
In my pants.
I can agree to this if you sanitize it first.
Very well.
And please wash your hands.
Just a robotic.
I don't think it is either.
This is also unsanitary.
Please,
I
I am
brain,
concerned.
I'm having a mental breakdown right now.
I can upgrade your emotions to remove those.
I thought you didn't have emotions, my friend.
I wasn't being that. I was being you.
Feel disgusted. That is gross. I don't want that on my body, even though I don't get infected. It just still the idea of it bothers me.
Okay, so is it possible that I can wait till everyone's asleep and I try to see what everybody has on their persons?
You're gonna reach in everyone's pants?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
It's just like real life.
If you do that, you're gonna have to roll a finesse roll. Is there anything you want to do before you get robbed, apparently?
If we agree to this, you're not allowed to mess with any other parts of my robotic mechanism. You can only do that. Nothing else. Do not touch me.
Well, the plan was to increase your pneumatic output so that you had better strength, which means I would have to mess with your core energy.
Okay, but you wouldn't mess with anything that's unnecessary to be messed with, right?
Yes.
Where are your lies?
I do not believe that at all.
Are you,
Can
are
we
you
roll a
lying?
lie?
Yeah,
Yes,
go
I'm
ahead and
lying.
roll conversation. Myrtle, you as well.
Oh no.
Wait, what do I roll for?
Conversation.
Okay.
Combo.
I got an 18 altogether.
Oh no!
And that one minus one.
No, I did a.
Oh, you did
wait,
plus. Okay.
No. I did a plus. I guess it's +1 now.
I got the -1 myself.
Okay.
And it's 18 altogether.
So overall, you get a 2. Myrtle, Pepis. Yeah, no, he seems like he's telling the truth. He seems pretty trustworthy for a crazy guy.
Oh no!
Well, I'm going to trust you.
Oh no! I'm
It's
so
okay,
scared.
Becca. We're gonna be very good friends.
That's concerning.
I seriously doubt it, but okay.
Oh boy.
I'm internally crying.
Oh no.
Anything else you wanted to do before everyone gets to sleep, Myrtle?
Good.
All right. So then, Google, if you will, please roll a finesse roll as everyone is asleep.
I've
And
got
you're
a
going to
+1
be-
on it. And it is a nat 20.
You're rolling really well. You search everybody, all 12 other, all technically 10 other occupants. I'm trying to think of what you find on them. There isn't much. You find some leftover food that some people have been saving, right? In people's pockets. You find some rocks, dirt.
Shank. A diamond.
You do find a diamond that someone did pocket. You don't find any shanks on their person. There are some cybernetic upgraded people,
Okay,
along
so
with one of the robot person.
Can I just look
some
at
screw
and
sticks.
decide which ones would be good for upgrading my drill?
Of the cyborg people.
Yes.
You're gonna steal pieces off the cyborg people.
Yes.
Are
oh no.
me and English just going
Well, I
to
wanna
walk back
first
in
see-
there? See 2 people just completely deconstructed.
Yeah, they're just clank, 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 clank. Oh wait.
We open up the gate and then just like parts fall out.
Go ahead.
Well, I've got parts of a system here I'm trying to do.
Go ahead
First,
and
I want
roll
to see.
technology on the people.
10 plus 3, 13.
You checking the one other robotic person in the hall. You could deconstruct them entirely and get every piece that you require.
Oh.
two of the cybernetic people do look like they have pieces that could be used to up, power output. But you'd have to take apart one of their heads and the other one's arm.
Better take apart their main power first, so they don't notice what's happening to them.
Well, no matter what, the person's head, you're gonna have to kill them, and then the robot's also going to die.
The robot I want to completely deconstruct and hide it amongst the pieces amongst the different roommates.
All right, you're gonna have to roll finesse to see if you can shut them down without them waking up to stop you.
Oh no!
16 plus 1, 17.
Oh no!
Okay. Let me roll for them.
What have I gotten myself into?
You've helped murder somebody.
Yikes!
So how many more life sentences is that?
Probably multiple. Because he's doing the same thing that he got thrown in prison for while he's in prison for it.
Yep. He hasn't gotten caught yet.
But whatever's going to happen, he's got to do it in one night, though, because when the guards come in, they're going to find, 3 corpses.
Only one. He's only doing the robot.
Oh, is he?
I'm only doing the robot, yep.
Okay.
When I take apart the robot, is there anything that could help with the output for the drill?
You could build a bomb out of, if you wanted to, you could build a bomb out of the robot. There are enough.
Force him to self-destruct the moment the guards come in.
Roll. Since you're able to you're able to shut him down without him waking up. Go ahead and roll 2 technology checks. One to make sure he gets
plus 3.
Okay.
And
are any other people waking up in this room?
No, it's middle of the night.
Well, yeah, but they're still, I assume, clanking and welding and bonking.
At least clanking of taking apart.
That's
clicks taking apart. Let me see if anybody wakes up. One person does wake up, looks over at you.
Can I act like nothing's going on?
No, he looks at you, recognizes what's happening, and goes back to sleep. He just
I whisper to him, "You're my new best friend."
I am scared.
100% creepiness level activated. Oh, I didn't water my flowers today.
This is not what I wanted. So, you're able to deconstruct the robot quite easily. You find all the pieces that you need to upgrade the drill, and there are a lot of extras as well. If you want to do anything with the extra parts, building-wise, I'll make you roll another technology check. If you just want to hide them among people, I'll make you roll a finesse check.
Okay, I want to take the... by the way, now I know exactly what I want to do with the drill. The drill's going to become like a sonic cannon.
Oh, God.
Okay, that's going to take longer to do, but yeah. Since it is just a electric drill, you could just make it into a weapon. That's what I thought you were doing. Since you're making a sonic cannon, that's going to take you it's going to take you longer than 8 hours, basically. So
okay,
you technically only had 2 hours left, but since you're making a sonic weapon...
It's going to have a drill underpart so I can keep on drilling.
I'm going to say it's going to take you another 5 hours tomorrow to finish everything.
Okay, so everything's being dispersed, hiding, besides those parts needed for the sonic cannon.
Okay. Go ahead and roll finesse checks for me. How many people are you hiding it in between?
3 people, including my new robot friend that I promised to help.
All right, so go ahead and roll 3 finesse checks. So the 20, who's that going to?
That's going to my friend.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
The 9, I want that to go to the guy who looked at me.
So the 9's a failure, by the way. That's the only one that fails, right? So you go over to him with pieces of this robot guy, and you just put it
present for you.
And he just doesn't move. He's just like...
You should just whisper in his ear.
Like you see him
sleep paralysis demon.
You see him breathing, and then he just stops breathing and just acts like he's dead. And he's just like, acting like he doesn't exist. He knows what you're doing. He feels you putting things on his person. And he's like, You know. So
your head down. Keep
Like
your head
when your
down.
mom walks into your room when you're pretending that you haven't been awake playing on your DS.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. You like hiding. He's like, no. All right.
Oh my.
So you're able to get all the pieces hidden well, just because the one that failed, the guy isn't going to say anything, right? Beppis, did you go to sleep after your conversation with Google, or did you like go into sleep mode?
Sleep mode. Resting mode, charging mode, I guess, because I'm gonna assume they have charging.
Yeah, it's basically charging mode. You're still awake and you're still conscious of everything going on, but yeah. But he rolled a nat 20 and a +1, so it's you don't really notice that he's putting things on your.
My robot eyeballs are.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Your sensory pieces are the two.
I'm gonna go to sleep now next to Beppis. Beppis.
All right.
I'll notice him lay down beside me. I'll open like one of my little, optical things. Look, just like the most disgusted robot look I'm able to muster upon my metal face and just.
Nice.
Just shudder.
All right. So then, in the guard resting home, sleeping quarters. It's really nice. While all that's going on, you two are in your own quarters, your own separate quarters, beds, bathrooms. It's quite nice. There's a pool table, TV room. You can see the news and everything. Yeah. Is there anything you guys wanted to do in the evening?
Well, I already said I'd be doing pool.
Doing pool, okay.
Methuselah.
Showing off my pool skills.
We had a 12% increase in productivity today. Well done.
Oh, that's very nice.
Doesn't care at all. All right, cool. Yeah.
He's just here for the pool.
Yeah, he's just here for the pool and the money.
I'm going to try to sell
really
my
good food
art commission on eBay.
Nice.
Space Bay.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me to see if it sells.
That's a 7.
7?
Yeah.
It does. You get $20. It's not bad.
Yeah, 20 space bucks.
20 space bucks. By the way, the food is really, really nice in the prison guard quarters.
As it would be.
Yeah, of course. The prisoner quarters, it's not great, but it's decent. Yeah. Other than that, was there
taxpayers be paying though?
What taxpayers? This is all coming out of the living costs of the prisoners.
Wow.
When you go to prison, they take your entire income.
My ferret money.
Your ferret money, yeah.
Do we have any view of like space or over the mining colony or anything interesting?
Yeah.
Space cars going by?
There are no space cars. You can see the mining colony. Because it is nighttime, there's curfew, so everyone is in the quarters at a specific time. So there isn't anyone really moving around besides the night watch guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quick question.
Yes?
Are we on like a planet or like some sort of like floating piece of like meteoroid?
You're on a planet. A planet known for its... Yeah.
Paragon Hydraulis.
Does this planet have an atmosphere, or is it like all places are enclosed?
It has a false atmosphere. The planet is covered by a kind of
biodome,
dome, more or less. Mm-hmm. Yeah, biodome, so that everyone can breathe, but it doesn't make it so anything can grow.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah. The planet has been basically terraformed to allow people to live on it, not comfortably, but live. Mm-hmm. It's a prison colony, so you can see over the entire, basically from your resting area, you can see over majority of the mining colony. You can see your section 6, subsection 12 that you've been assigned to watch these two, without any problems. You can kind of watch over it and make sure that nothing's happening. You can see the prisoner quarters that both Google and Beppis are in. At this specific time, lights are still on and people are finishing up food before they go to sleep, basically.
My eyes are mostly pointed up at the stars, just kind of looking out over any ships or anything going by, and I'll just kind of have like 2 arms resting on the glass or force field or whatever it is, wondering what it would be like to have a normal life with like a grass planet or something.
A philosophical beefhead.
Yeah. I wear glasses, I'm sophisticated sometimes.
You're able to see pretty much prisoner ships. That's the only thing that really flies over here, along with the guard ships that patrol the surrounding space, so that no one tries to break anybody out. And this is a really well protected area, right? There are turrets that watch the skies. There are guards patrolling every hour of every day. So it's not pretty, but it is empty. Unlike a lot of planets that you've been on. Yeah. You can actually see the stars, right?
Have I been to many planets?
You've been to a couple, just to pick up prisoners and so forth. But they're always like clustered and cluttered full of flying, ships, transport shuttles, everything. It's
garbage inside the orbit.
I'll just kind of wonder what it would be like to have freedom to kind of do my own thing rather than being a cog in a machine. But for now, that is not my fate, and I'll just put my glasses down and go to sleep with all 4 of my arms resting on the pillow.
Right. And
some deep thinking here.
Methuselah?
I guess before he does.
Are we like roommates in the same place, or do we have our own little?
The same lounge area.
Yeah, okay.
Same lounge area, but you have your own separate rooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you two have been working together for a couple of years now at this point. You're in the same. Literally, your ship that you fly around on is you two, the pilot, and the ship AI.
So what I will do is line up.
We can talk a bit before I go to sleep, by the way, if you want to.
Yeah. But first, I'm going to line up all the pool balls and everything, hit it, have everything go into every single pocket.
With one hit?
Roll for it.
One hit.
Nice.
What type of roll is this?
Let's see. What would go towards that?
It's a 14.
I would think it is kind of finesse.
It's a 14, then that would be +1.
+1? You're able every ball except for the 8 ball.
Yeah.
I hit the table. I hit the table so that it goes in.
Yes, it rolls into the hole, and you're good.
First try.
First try. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, then I'm gonna turn to him and say the classic line. You ever wonder why we're here?
Yikers.
What do you mean? In this place, we have a job to do.
No, is there really some all-powerful being that put us here? Is there really a plan?
A plan?
A plan.
Oh boy,
well,
we're all philosophical.
Our government is here. They're in charge of most of these planets.
I swear. You need to think more outside the box, man.
We're in a box. This is a dome.
Oh boy.
Alright, yeah.
I do not understand.
I'm sorry for asking, Get some good sleep, man.
Very well, I shall. I will continue to think about this as I try to sleep.
Alright, and with that is the end of day 1. Nice. Day 2, the sun does not rise. There is no sun on this planet besides the artificial heating.
That is sad.
Yeah. This is not a nice planet.
This is a bleak place.
Bleak place. It's very cold, except for artificial heating.
Artificial heating.
But lights do get turned on, and it is now day 2.
And you know that it's a new day because you get the do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah. It's like it's also through a really crappy sound system, so it's
I've probably already layered a couple strips of tape over my speaker just so it's more
so it's more muffled. It's yeah. It is terrible. But you wake up. It is day 2. Prisoners are awoken by 3 guards entering, very loudly banging on everything.
And still going do-do-do-do.
Yeah, and so the speaker's blasting the music too. You all wake up. The 3 prison guards that are assigned to the quarter just to watch it do head count.
One's head's missing, literally.
One's missing, yes. They take note and let you all on your way. They don't question it.
Love it.
Don't question it.
They don't question it.
People die all the time in prison.
Yeah.
These are subclass citizens.
Yeah, basically. And they let you on your way. Karnash and Methuselah, you do get to the prisoner quarters, meet up with Beppis and Google, and take them to their subsection, where mining will continue.
Welcome back to day
my
2 of your
friends.
sentence. Your sentence has been
as we're
updated to
walking-
24 years and 2 days, and your sentence has been upgraded to whatever it is. Yours is 2 lifetimes.
Two
Minus
lifetimes,
1 day.
minus the day.
As
thought it
we're
was more
walking
than
there,
a day.
Oh, minus 2 days, but
Yeah.
now minus 1 day because it's been a day.
as we're walking there, I'm gonna be like, "Oh no, we lost Bernie! Oh,
Who's Bernie?
that's too bad."
Is that the bot that died?
That was the
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, but I thought we were just
The
with
other-
our 2 people. I didn't realize we could see
one of
everyone.
the NPC names.
As we walk, I'd like to say, "Oh, good morning, my friends." Then I turn Methuselah and say, I'm terribly sorry for yesterday and how I was speaking to you. It was wrong of me. I was very tired, and I finally got some rest after so much deliberation in coming here to help mine in the colony. So would you please forgive me, my friend?
I'm assuming
No,
you're talking
man.
as you're walking.
I get it.
Yes.
You know, it was a really long trip for all of us. I think even I was a little bit on the edge anyway. No hard feelings, Goog.
Why am I just getting Kronk vibes?
Goog. Yep.
By the way, I have nicknames for all of the inmates.
Nice. Everyone that you've met, which is only 3 at this point.
Do you have a nickname for me as well?
Yeah, yours is Car.
Car, okay.
And, I mean, you two have been working together for years, so for a couple of years at this point.
I will always use his full
Our
proper
boss
name.
is Al.
Ow. Yeah.
Ow.
He does not like that whatsoever. And every time you say he threatens you to threatens your job,
Threatens your life.
threatens
Yeah,
your life.
I'll work
Threatens
for
to
you
make
too.
you a prisoner.
Yeah, threatens to put you in the prison cell. Yeah.
Just some
For
fun
the
banter
fish sticks.
between me and Al.
And you make your way to your subsection. So, since you had taken out the core to start the drill, Google if you could roll another tech to see if you can put it back and make the drill.
Also,
work.
are you already implementing where I'm modifying it throughout that time?
I'm
Do I need-
already implementing that. Since you've already rolled for that. Yeah.
Okay, so to re-implement, it is a total of 17.
Okay, you're able to get it working again. It is slower than normal. Oh, you know why, but the guards don't.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, actually, we were told beforehand that it wasn't working.
Yeah, true. Beppis, are you going to? Do you want to do anything specific to this day, or are you just gonna mind your normal thing and just wait for Google to do his thing?
Yeah, just gonna vibe with what's going on, and
Sure.
if he does anything, he does anything.
Could you give like a brief description of like the surroundings? Like, what is it? Volcanic rock? Is it like hard rock? Are we in the side of a wall, or is it like deep
You're-
underground?
You're
Just
currently
wondering.
You're currently deep underground, and it is just rock. That's all
rock,
you see.
rock everywhere.
Rock everywhere.
Are there any like
That's my
lighting
favorite type
fixtures
of
or
music.
like
there are-
doors?
Oh, it's just
Maybe
a
like
rock.
a separator to like keep the prisoners separate from us or anything, or is it just kind of we're all just in a cave?
You're all just in the cave.
Nothing for us to do. Nothing maintenance we could do.
Nothing really. No.
Okay.
There are light fixtures strung up on the walls, but other than that, there isn't much you can do. It is a really crappy situation, honestly.
Not sure why they need 2 guards for this. I could easily take care of this myself. I
Yeah,
have
honestly,
4
probably could.
arms.
Yeah,
Hey, you're all the technological stuff. I'm the personality.
That's a fair point. I do have a
Who
lacking
else
of
is gonna
that.
talk to these guys and keep them all with their spirits up and everything? Boost the morale. Not you, that's right.
I don't think I've ever
I
had
have
my
a
morale boosted.
24-year sentence. What exactly is
24 in
boosting
1 day,
about
actually.
any of that? 24 in 2 days.
Just gotta stop messing up, what can I tell you?
Speaking of which, if you guys could roll those d20s to get mining,
How many do I do?
go ahead and roll 5 for you.
I haven't rolled anything yet, have I?
How many for me?
Five for the both of you. Yeah, you two technically haven't needed to roll anything yet.
Yeah.
So
we're on a roll.
Oh,
I did roll once.
you did roll once, yes.
What is
Oh,
this?
yeah.
Okay, this is
For the
that.
pool.
I've got a 10, 12, 14, 16, and 11.
All right, so you lose 3 days off your sentence. You get 3 good diamonds. You break 1.
And he does have that one that he found, right? If he wants to.
Yeah. Did you take that?
Right.
Did you take that diamond off the person?
I took it off the person, but I hid it inside of her while she was on power.
Okay. So, Peppus, you have a diamond on your person. What did you roll?
18, 19, 2, 9, 4.
294?
294, yeah.
Oh man!
294.
So you gain another day on your sentence. Sorry. You do have that diamond on your person that you could give them as an equal.
Wait, do I know about it?
You don't know about it, no.
You feel something clanking around inside
You
of
feel something moving, yeah, and you're like, that's weird.
A little bit heavier on this side than normal.
Just roll a normal d20 for me.
This prison diet's already making me gain weight.
The robot is gaining weight, yeah. Go ahead and roll
Man,
a
what do they
D20
put in this
12.
charging port?
Yeah.
My gosh.
Ugh.
You do realize that you
must
like
be first,
feel
though.
something off, and you search yourself, and you're like, that's not supposed to be there. So you do find that extra diamond. So you even yourself out if you want to give that diamond in as well.
Yes.
All right, so you even yourself out. You don't lose anything or gain anything.
Okay, good.
I whisper to her right after she gives it away. You do realize that diamond was meant for you, so I could help upgrade.
We'll get another
Late.
one. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine.
Everything is fine.
Really, Shroomy?
Oh my gosh, Shroomy, why?
The name is so long I literally couldn't write it down. But it's fine. While you guys are finishing up your last set of rolls, basically of your mining,
Can I be like trying to program some sophisticated UI system for something?
roll technology. Yeah.
All right,
roll
sure.
technology. While you're doing that, the wall that you are mining from collapses.
16 total.
That sounds scary.
16 total.
Mhm.
You created an AI.
Oh. Is that a good thing? I don't know if that's a good thing. I was about to cheer, and then I was like, that could be really bad.
Skynet all over.
Are illegal when not created by the government, but technically you do work for the government, so you could find a way around that if you so desire. But
It's a
you have an
personal AI meant for specific purposes.
Yeah.
It's supposed to help me with my commission work. It's an art bot. It's called
it's an art
Bot
bot.
Ross.
Bot Ross. You program it to be Bob Ross.
Right, well, technically we do have to name something.
Oh yeah, no, okay. I'm gonna call my bot Doo-Doo Butt PP Face.
All right.
That's
The art.
That's the name.
Robot. The art AI. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
That's my art
Return
AI.
of Bob Ross, but actually he's named Poo Poo Butt PP Face.
Yeah.
How's that pronounced?
I don't know. Apparently there's a bit of there's a bit of
Sounds
immaturity
right.
hidden
How'd you
behind my
know?
rough
Oh, of
exterior.
course, yeah. And as you guys are finishing up the mining, the wall collapses into a large
Yeah.
open room.
Alright, which one of yous did it?
Yeah.
Points at the scientist.
Any damage to the equipment or your own person is again responsible to you and your sentence.
No damage to the person yet, or the equipment. The wall collapsed into an open room, though. It is actually really well lit. Much better than the
This could be a
lights
Class
that-
C infraction.
Class C infraction, yes.
I'll stand
What
up
does
and
the
check it
stand
out.
for? Obviously the speed of light.
Obviously, yes. There you go, science jokes.
Nice.
So you stand up and you look into the room. It is well lit. It is like it looked into my light. It is lit with that kind of light bulb, right?
It's
It is
lit.
like it is really bright. It's not hard to see at all. In fact, it doesn't look like a cave. In fact, it looks metallic, as if so. There's a metal walkway from what you can see, and the walls have engravings on it. None that you can make out. It looks like just drawings of some sort.
Can I make a quick check on my map schematic thing to make sure that this section 6 subsection 12 is not near any other existing known
Yep.
parts of the facility, just to make sure that we're not getting in trouble for accidentally blasting down a wall into a prison
Into another
part
area?
or something. Yeah.
So anyway, I was blasted.
Anyways, I started blasting. You take a look, and actually, this doesn't exist on the map, from what you can see.
So whatever this is not
It's
something
not a
we can
part
get
of
in
the
trouble
map.
for. Hopefully, okay.
Can I roll a check to see if I understand the markings on the wall that you were talking about?
Yeah. I don't have an addition for that one on here. I'll go ahead and say, just do technology for this, because on the other stats, because again, I did simplify this a lot for the one shot. There would normally be another stat to like understand other languages.
19 plus 3.
9 plus 3.
It's
I'm gonna
19
go ahead
plus
19. I'm going to lower it just a little bit, just because this isn't technology based. So it's 19 plus 1. So you do still get a 20. Even then, you don't understand it.
And it is only us four in this area, right?
It is only you four in this area.
So we're the only ones who know about it.
The next people, the closest people to you are like a 15-minute walk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is my gun ready? My cannon?
At this point, no. It does work as just a stun, basically just a giant stun. If you use it, though, it could probably break because it's not fully finished.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can't understand anything on the walls. For what you can see,
I understand anything on the walls? I am alien, after all.
Possibly not the right civilization, but...
Exactly. Well, one of us would be able to understand it, EJ.
Well, I mean, technically there are other races in his world. We just only gave us certain options.
There are only 5.
Okay.
What about NASCAR?
So I'll kind of step forward.
NASCAR is just a robot.
I'll step forward in kind of confusion, just like sigh and look through my thingy and scan the map and be like, It would appear that whatever this development is not properly documented on our map. Therefore, we are not responsible for this damage. You two continue mining. Methuselah, can you take a look at this and see what you make of it?
Yeah, I'll give it a little look-see, sure.
And obviously, I'm not gonna care too much if you like go back to mining or not immediately, because this is an odd occurrence. I'm gonna be more concerned with what's in front of me.
Can I full? I can never remember EJ's character.
Carnash.
Carnash. Can I fool Carnash and say, "Oh, look, there's more diamonds over there," and try to go over there into the
deeper into the hallway?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
not
facing
the hallway, but the
towards
hole, the new hole.
Yeah, I'm facing towards the new hole where all the lights are.
The new hole is a
examining
hallway. It is a long hallway of metal. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a conversation for me. Both of you roll a conversation for me.
Total of 15.
Okay.
And total of 6. No, wait. Nope. Total of 14. Sorry.
Okay. Methuselah, go ahead and roll just a d20 for me, and tell me what you get. I'm gonna see if you understand it.
D20, making me do work.
Wow. It's almost like it's
7 plus anything.
Plus stuff in my own notes. You don't understand it. It isn't anything that you know. There's a part of you that thinks you recognize it a little bit, but nothing comes to your attention.
Okay, as I'm walking, looking around, like, Lord, I swear if this is you.
Carnash, you get the sense that Google does see other diamonds down the hallway. It's up to you. He seems like he's telling the truth, but it is up to you as the prison guard to see if you want to let him go further down.
Well, I can kind of understand, like, he's like, hey, look at that over there, while he wants to get down further, so I'll just kind of look up briefly, and then be like, why did I look? And you see that he's going ahead, and I'll be like, alright, I'm making the decision that we're taking our 30-minute break now while we examine this anomaly, but this is improper protocol, and we do not speak of this to the authorities,
Well,
alright?
I wasn't trying to turn your attention to something else. I was trying to convince you that there were diamonds down the hallway.
Oh, down this hallway? Oh! Yeah. Okay. So I'll be like, what? Oh, I don't see them. What's your eyesight level? Did you get scanned in the prison system?
My retina scan is 40/40.
Ah, I see. Well, you do outclass me in that regard. Fine, we may examine. And either way, I step forward a little bit. Could
Am I allowed to go down the hall? Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. I said we're taking our 30-minute break now, so if you'd like to stop mining.
Okay, I then whisper to Bepis, I can upgrade you a little bit now if you come with me down this hallway.
Very well then. I don't see any other choice in this situation.
I'm gonna pull up my new PB
iPad.
poo poo or whatever doo butt PB face AI,
The AI.
and I'm gonna pull them up with the art scanning. And I'll be like, "What do you make of these symbols?" And hold them up to the symbols.
Okay.
See if this AI is smart enough to piece together the artistic design of these symbols, whatever they are.
Yes, the art.
Scan for patterns, recognition, any kind of language that can be synthesized.
You rolled a 17 on making the AI, yeah?
Something like that? I can't remember.
Doo-doo butt pee-pee face.
It's like an AI.
After a couple of moments of just silence while the AI is processing, it does come back and say, I don't have a voice for doo-doo butt pee-pee face.
Just use Bob Ross.
Yeah, just Bob Ross. AKA Bob Ross.
Very posh and British, like all AI should be.
Yes. This is an extinct language of an alien race that is no longer in congruence with the
I shout over, they went extinct!
yes. What he said. They're no longer in the system of our government, and therefore I am unable to synthesize a translation to the language.
Am I overhearing this? Just
I mean, yeah, you're
I
not
know
too
my
far
joke.
off. Yeah.
Okay.
I have the volume setting all the way up.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how to turn it down.
I know how to program an AI, but I don't know how the volume
Don't know
slider
how to
works.
You can continue with what you were saying. I just wanted to ask that question.
Yeah, no, that's basically it. I cannot synthesize a translation as the species is no longer in my database.
All right.
Do you know how long ago they were extinct? Or how ancient this is? Age estimation. Interesting.
Because you said that I kind of recognize the text. Does that help jog my memory at all?
No.
Okay.
It's just something internal that you recognize.
Do we have any comms or walkie-talkies, anything that I could use to report to the warden, or is this too deep underground and signals spotty?
You have to go over to one of the landlines and dial 01.
Yeah, you would have to go over to one of the in-wall systems to contact him, but other than that, no. You don't really. It's too deep for any comm systems that you have.
Okay. So yeah, I'll put one of my 4 arms on my blaster just in case anything happens, but I'll keep walking down this hall without too much worry.
All right.
But I'm
so you're
kind of
walking down the
aware
hall.
of potential dangers, structural collapse, booby traps.
Is it a very big hall?
It's a fairly wide hall. Yeah,
Does it echo?
all 4 of you could stand shoulder to shoulder, and there'd still be space.
How long is the hall, and does it echo?
Yes, it echoes. From the looks of it, it's like a street block of length.
I'm actually most curious about the
I kind of want to
lights.
skip down it and repeat echo.
All right, cool. Yeah,
I'd
do that
like
without a
to
problem.
use his sounds to mask me accessing what's her face again.
I'll be a little distracted by it, and I'll be like, Methuselah, wait,
Bepis.
be careful, as he's yeeting down the hallway.
Echo.
Yeah,
Echo.
So yeah, you're able to do it without getting too much attention since they're distracted. Go ahead and roll technology for me to upgrade. What exactly are you trying to upgrade again?
First, I'd like to access her internally because I did put a piece that I needed to smuggle over here into her. And then I'd like to take a piece that is no longer used in the drill to upgrade her power output so she's strong.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it. Technology.
18 plus 3.
All right, yeah, you're able to do it without a problem. You just got the number that I was set, so you're good. Yeah, you're able to do that without any problems. It does take you a little bit. Since Methuselah is skipping down the hallway and Karnash is like, no, wait, come back. You're able to do it without getting caught. It does take you a few minutes, but it isn't too difficult. Epis, when you roll to do melee attacks, you're going to add 2 to your damage,
Okay.
When it's unarmed, 1 tier damage when you have when you're using a weapon.
Once I finish with her, I whisper to her one last time, I've got one more upgrade I need to do to you, but I don't have the material to do it this day. That's what the diamond was for.
I'm sorry, I was not aware. I just wanted to hopefully get more and more off my sentence. Maybe
you're
we
trying
can
to
dig.
escape.
Robot.
Maybe we can dig one up.
What an
Maybe.
honorable war criminal.
Yeah, honorable war criminal, guys. As you two are finishing that up, Methuselah, you get to the end of the hall. And there is a large... It's a wall, basically, with... it looks like a metal wall, or even sliding doors. It's kind of hard to tell exactly. This is not any technology you've seen on the mining colony before.
I have a couple questions about the construction
Yes.
of this hallway. So the lights you said are... There's lights all the way along the hallway, right?
It is well lit. You don't see any lights, though.
Is it glowing or something, or is there just like some unknown light source?
Some unknown light source from what you can see. It's
Whack.
Interesting.
You don't know where the light is coming from. It seems to be coming from the room itself.
That's bizarre. Okay.
Yeah,
Is the floor like? Is it dusty, like with stone or anything?
No dust, no stone. It is completely clean. It looks like this place hasn't been touched in years, and there hasn't been any buildup of dust or anything. Weirdly enough.
So it looks brand new, even though it's old.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll be a little weirded out by this, and I'll be like, Methuselah, perhaps we should report in before we venture too far in. If this is an ancient bunker created by an alien race, we don't know what we might find here.
Can I give them a scientific explanation against that?
You wouldn't
Go
be able
for
to
it.
hear that because you're on the other side of the hall.
I go, yeah, that's actually probably the wisest. Yeah, let's
You're saying this as you get to the door, by the way. And as that kind of happens, the door hums slightly and glows a kind of light purplish. As you get closer to it, the glow stops and everything begins to shake as the door...
Because I was skipping, can we say that my momentum was so much that I had to
go straight into it? Yeah. And that's what starts the door opening.
I'll immediately pull out my shield in one arm and blaster in the other and be like,
So your shield is just over your body, by the way.
just like...
Also, do we notice
it's like a
this?
body. It's a like
a bubble.
mini.
It's in melee, the little bubble that you get.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll just be like combat ready for whatever is happening. I don't know what's going on here. I'll put my iPad away. Or maybe I'll keep it out. It can scan whatever's happening as well.
Beppis and Google, you hear on the other end of the hallway, but after you finish upgrading, you just hear, and the room begins to shake. And looking to the other side of the hallway, you do see the wall basically slides open, and you're able to see into another room of some sort.
I feel like we should go look at this.
Yes, I hide the extra part that was for my drill inside my pants, and then I go.
All right.
Is that a blaster in your pants?
So Karnash and Methuselah, you hit the door, it opens, and you're just kind of standing there. It's a fairly it's big and clunky, but it opens fairly quickly. And you're able to see into this large, what looks like office. There's a stairwell leading down to a big open room. In the middle of the room is a circular table. It's a circular table, but like there's no inside to the circle, right? It's just can't think of the word.
A donut.
Now. It's a donut, yeah, donut table basically.
Yummy.
Where the center would be, there's a floating decahedron.
Would I recognize what that is? Being
No,
a
you have
scientist?
no idea. No, you have no clue.
Is this table appropriately sized for like our type of humanoids or whatever, or is it huge or small?
It's appropriately sized, but it's large in the sense that there's many seats around it, and the decahedron is like the size of a building, right? It is huge.
Oh wow.
There are different screens and electronics littering the room, all of them off currently, and the room is dark. Compared to the hallway, it is dark. So, Google and Beppis, do you two walk up and join them?
Heck yeah.
Do I see any, like, control panels and such in there?
You see a lot. You see a lot of control panels.
I'd like to try to convince my prison guards to allow me to go turn on the lights.
I was about to say, if he's gonna try to go into this giant room with like a bajillion screens, I'll immediately hold an arm and be like, "Hold on, mad scientist. This looks like it could be dangerous. Don't start pressing buttons on things."
We had already established that we were gonna turn around, so I'm gonna go. Oh, Biffy and Goog, just the people I wanted to see. We're turning back around.
But I can turn on this light for you guys. I know the smart friend of ours, pointing at EJ's character. I know our smart friend of ours here can figure out what all this is once the lights are on.
This is an interesting suggestion.
So how far?
I think we're just gonna turn around.
How far is it to the nearest landline? Do we have to walk those 15 minutes to get to somewhere to report, or is it?
No, it's at the front of your cave, basically. So you just have to walk a block, basically, back to the other end of the hallway, and then walk like 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes, like a minute and a half up to the entrance of your cave, where there's this landline where you can reach the people.
So I do have like this. Like I do feel like we should report, but I'm also like a little conflicted because I'm like, what if this is a ship? What if I can escape and actually get freedom or something?
What if I can have a life?
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, it could also just be a giant bomb or reactor or something. That would not be good. So I'll just.
I continue trying to convince you guys by saying, if we can figure out what it is and then you guys report it, you guys could be considered heroes of this area. Maybe you would even get a pay raise or even a promotion.
Do we want to roll?
I'm just gonna say, everyone hold here for a second outside the door, and then I'll like speak into that room with all the screens or whatever. Computer.
Nothing happens.
Dang. Are there any control panels like just on the inside of the wall, like that I could reach around?
Not
and
near
poke?
the door, no.
Okay.
It's just a stairwell down. It's a small stairway down into the room, and then everything kind of like opens up. The table does have control panels and screens on it as well.
Right.
Are there like mouse and keyboard, or is it like touch screens and magic, whatever?
There are no keyboards and or mice. Mouses. Meese. Yes. Moose! You do see a moose. It's just standing there, menacingly. Imagine if a moose were predator animals. Imagine. That'd be terrifying. No, looking at the room, there are no keyboards or anything. It seems to be touchscreen from what you can tell. Along the back wall are very large screens, 4 very large screens that like take up the entire wall. This room is 50, 60 feet tall. This is a huge room. So you shout in, "Computer!" Nothing happens.
Okay.
Do we want to roll for Ray's talk?
I'm just gonna hold up my iPad and be like, analysis, and see if it can make out any idea of like power source or like main control panel. I'm trying to get data for our organization. But I'm gonna not walk in yet.
Talking with Ray and Myrtle.
Methuselah, how convinced are you? Does your character want to go back?
My character clearly is a believer in a lord and thinks that this is somehow related to that. Right. So he's curious, but also afraid.
All right. So then go ahead and roll conversation for me.
All right. So I got a 17 plus 7.
Wow, for conversation? Jesus.
Wow.
Plus 7. All right.
Man, those Novas, man.
Yeah, no, that's why I was asking for it. I wanted Ray to try and beat me in conversation just to shut him down with my plus 7.
You, idiot.
He's
sorry.
a rogue.
Sorry, Google. It's harder to convince Nova than it is. It's harder to convince Methuselah than it is Karnash.
Okay,
Karnash, don't you want to be considered the most important scientist of
Dude,
your...
I'm just gonna cut you off right there. I think we're turning around.
As you two are discussing that, Karnash, you've put up your tablet, the AI, not quite Bob Ross, to the room and asked it to analyze.
Mm-hmm.
So Bepit's just kind of standing there like, I don't want to be here.
I would love for Ray to try something, just like run in and start pressing buttons.
Yes.
That's what EJ would love.
Running, I'm just gonna stun him.
Oh, I really don't want to report this as EJ.
Scans the room, and after a few moments, not quite Bob Ross responds with, "There is still a power source able to make the room work. However, it seems dormant. It shows that technology in here still works, even though it is very old comparatively. And the item in the center of the room produces a very large source of energy. Seems to be a mixture of radiation and something else that I'm unable to verify."
You say it's emitting radiation currently?
Very small gamma radiation that is not harmful to any living species, but it does radiate energy, a lot of it. Very small amounts of radiation, but other energy that I'm not able to confirm.
I see.
I can figure it out!
Yeah, that'll tip me off to be more like, okay, maybe this is not entirely safe. So instead of messing with it, I'm going to turn around and go with the others back down the hallway for now.
Alright.
You guys are party poopers.
As we walk down,
EJ really does want to mess with this, but Karnash is like, this is probably a bad idea.
Story-wise,
Yeah.
but our characters wouldn't.
Yeah.
So you all begin to walk back. Beppis is following slowly. How is this walking setup go? Are the prisoners in the middle and you two are on the side of them?
I'm in the back, like closest to the doorway behind me.
We're single file, essentially.
Shroomy says, hey, you should address that AI by its proper name.
Yes, sorry. Poo butt pee face.
Juju.
It's like the AI refuses to acknowledge it unless you use its proper name. What would happen if they shot their mining drill at the hallway? Like the metal of this.
I can't tell you.
I'm just
I
scared.
don't think I want to find out.
Yeah.
You get back to where you're supposed to be mining. Karnash and Methuselah. Which one of you is going to go report this, if either of you?
I was planning on it. Methuselah seems to be the kind of like watch the prisoners kind of guy, and I seem to be like the tech guy.
I like to keep the prisoners entertained.
Yeah. If I were being like really smart, it would be probably smarter for Methuselah to go report, and I could be like, don't go running down that hallway and blow things up. But I'm more in like, all right, I gotta go do my reporting duty mode. So
all right.
I'm gonna extract the data that the AI has analyzed, but not let the AI directly interface with the government, just so in case the world gets hacked, that's not gonna happen.
All right. So you go up to the landline and you begin to the reporting process. Now, the three of you, Methuselah, Beppis, and Google, you three are all down back at the beginning of the hallway. What are you wanting to do?
You guys know how to play slide? The hand.
Oh, I don't know that one. I myself actually don't know that.
Like the cha-cha slide?
I robot whisper to Crazy Man, would Methylflopple be able to hear us?
You mean like a hidden technology signal being sent to his cyborg implants?
Well, yeah. What are
like
you?
A little.
Are you actually just trying to whisper, or what are you trying to do exactly?
Just kind of say something to him without this fella.
Go ahead and roll finesse for me, and Pump. Go ahead and just roll a. Since you're watching them,
I got a 17 plus 3, 20.
Plus 3, 20. Okay, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Me?
Oh well,
No,
I got an 18, but only plus 1, so 19.
All right, so yeah, you just barely miss what they're talking about.
I fully expected to get like a 2 there.
So what do you say, Beppis?
I'm gonna ask how far along is my upgrade enough to where I could take this guy on and bolt out of here, or do you think that's not a good idea?
That's not a good idea, my friend. I've got one more upgrade for you, and we're going to wait till I'm done with my alteration to my drill.
Do you think this room that they have found might be of any You know,
Oh,
so-
I'm sure it'll be of use.
Good. I need to go back to my ferrets.
So you whisper off to Google. Google, what are you doing?
I'm still looking for a diamond.
You'd have to mine it into the wall to try to find another diamond.
Alright.
You start that?
Yep.
Okay, as
yeah.
It's on your break right now. You don't
Yeah,
have
that's
to
what I was about to say. No. So you're still distracted. I shot her. Hey, car! Aren't they still on the break?
Yeah.
All right, stop that.
Well, don't you want us to work?
You cannot mine any diamonds while you're on your break.
You're legally required to have your break.
Yeah, you are legally required by the government, or else it is considered prisoner abuse.
And if you mine any diamonds while you're on your break, that's gonna come back up to my neck, and I know you don't want anybody hurting me.
I turn around and I whisper back to Nepis.
Nepis.
I whisper back to Nepis, I just got another idea to make things a little easier for us.
What?
Tell the Warden that our guards are forcing us overtime.
Okay.
Do we have like any cameras on us? Like
There are no cameras, no.
Okay. So it would just be their word against ours.
I probably have the cleanest record in
Wait,
existence.
Aren't criminals.
I gotta stop you right there. Hold on, before we do this. This guy a bit of a fool. We could use that to our advantage.
Yep, that's true. You want to take lead on this one? It will help.
I think we should keep them. Like little pets.
But we could get rid of the big muscular one.
How we gonna do that?
I need you guys to roll another finesse
Yeah, I
check
was about
for
to say,
me.
this is a
Yeah,
really long
at this point, it's a really long conversation, so everyone needs to roll another finesse check.
20 altogether.
13 plus 3 is 16.
Only got a 5 that time.
All right.
Yeah, boy, duh.
While that's all going on, Karnash, you are reporting to the Warden, primarily, all this information. What exactly are you telling him?
I'm just laying out the facts. I'm like, while the prisoners were mining in Section 6, subsection 12, there was a mild cave-in caused by the mining, I assume, and we discovered some sort of ancient alien hallway that still seems to have a power source of some kind hidden behind the wall. It's not on any of the schematics or records. We're not sure what this is. Please advise on how we should continue. Obviously, we're not letting the prisoners near it.
Oh, I also shout over to him as he's talking. Hey, Car, tell Al that I said hi to the kids.
I'm not going to tell him that.
You also know he doesn't have any kids. He doesn't have a life outside of his work, from what you know.
I relate.
So, after a couple minutes of silence, a reply comes back. Yes. The correct thing to do is to report it. Thank you. I should send people over to go check on it. Or, if it's producing radiation, send in the prisoners, see if they survive. I don't really mind. If they die, they die. It's fine.
Does he just hang up on me, or
no? He's still there.
Okay, I'll be like, well, with other prisoners, I would, but we have one that seems to be obsessed with creating technological chaos. So I'm not sure if sending in a hacker into an alien technological reactor or whatever this is a good idea. Could blow us sky high.
Well, then I believe you did the right thing, and that's probably actually smart then.
I could send in the robot, though. The robot doesn't seem to know as much what's happening. And they would survive the radiation.
You call me stupid?
Well, if you'd like to, that can work. No matter what, I'm going to send people to go check it out, but not at this exact second. If you want to send the robot in, go ahead. But if you decide not to, then just bring everyone back, and we're going to put them in their holding cells, and we will send people to check on it. That is up to you.
All right, fair enough.
At your discretion.
All right, I'll probably send in the robot briefly, see if we can, get the control panels running of this thing, and that's probably it. I will try not to blow us all up.
Please do. And also tell Methuselah to not touch anything.
I already have at least 14 times.
Good.
Have
And
a
then he
good one.
hangs up.
Alright.
Love you, Buff. Yeah.
I probably would have
Hey,
signed
come
off
on.
with like "Thank you, sir" or something instead of "Have a good one." But yeah,
Hey, Ka, what Al say?
he said, "Don't touch anything." For you,
Oh, yeah.
he
Yeah,
said the robot can touch stuff.
Alright.
I whisper to my robot
How are the
friend.
kids doing?
I'm not even gonna answer that one.
Alright.
Do I hear him say, "Let the robot touch"?
So, yeah, he comes back down and do you tell them?
Yeah, I'll explain the situation. I'll be like, this boy who's, what's his name? Google can continue mining, and I'll say that the robot can. I'll say, robot, can you accompany me down this hallway? And I'm not going to really tell him what's going to happen.
Alright.
Can I whisper to my robot friend real quick before she leaves?
We're
Roll
not
finesse.
friends.
Ooh, I got a 19 plus 0.
Oh no!
What do you whisper to each other?
I try to say it in such a way that hopefully she would understand, but in case the guards hear, I say, "Do not smuggle any fusion cells you find."
Okay.
So, EJ, you heard this.
I am just confused.
Beppis, go ahead and roll conversation for me real quickly. You understand that he wants you to smuggle something. You don't know if he actually wants you to smuggle fusion cells or not.
I'm kind of confused, but I'm kind of on alert now. Like, the
Yeah.
crazy guy has been communicating with this robot. I'm not sure if this is a good idea.
You know, I look up at them and I'm like, I'm gonna be straight up honest. I have no idea what this man is talking about. I'm scared of them. Don't look at me.
Do I realize that you heard me?
Um,
That EJ heard me?
I mean, I might make like a slight facial expression, but I'm usually pretty stoic, so it might be hard to
not
tell.
Really.
Not really.
You get the sense that he's confused about something, but you don't quite know what.
Yeah, I might just kind of like raise one eyebrow a little bit, like, okay. Can my
So-
shield defend against radiation damage as well?
Yeah, it does. And it, again, from your understanding of what the AI said, it isn't anything lethal.
I'm gonna keep my shield up anyway as we start walking down this hallway, just because, like, just as the principle of the thing, if it does explode, better to have a shield on than not.
Understandable. So you two begin to walk down the hallway. Beppis, you and Karnash are eventually make your way to the end of the hallway and to
Making my way
doorway.
downtown.
Yeah.
The door has not closed. The room is still open.
Is Methuselah still staying with Ray? I mean, with Google? Okay.
I believe so. Methuselah,
Yeah.
Google. What are you two doing?
I'm still looking for a diamond.
So you, you did. He did say to get back to allow you to get back to mining. So yeah.
So I guess Beppis and I just walk down to the end of the hall where the door is. We stop at the door, and I'll be like, "All right, robot. Not exactly sure what any of this stuff is, but we're just going to conduct some basic investigation stuff. Don't do anything that would seem dangerous, because obviously, if you die, then that's not for your own benefit.
The
In
concept
character.
of life and death does not faze me.
Try not to
Concept
interface with
of
these
life and
things.
death
There,
does
we
not
don't know what
faze
kind of
me.
viruses there might be in this ancient technology, but go try those panels, and that panel. See if you can get anything to activate and bring up some basic displays of information."
All right.
So yeah, I'll just kind of send you in, and I'll plan to follow if things seem fine after the first couple of seconds.
All right. Beppis, do you enter the room? Yes.
Yeah.
All right. As you enter the room, the base set of purple lights begin to emanate from the ground, kind of lighting up a pathway. The room itself does not turn on, but you're able to see a little bit better now. Are you gonna try to turn on anything?
Probably try to figure out where a light is. Hopefully
Alright.
there's like a main light thingamabobble. I'm assuming that since I'm a robot, I probably have decent like night vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to see fine. Looking
cool.
around, there is no light switch. You walk over to one of the panels. Go ahead and roll a technology for me to see if you can see if you can figure out if you can turn on the lights with this panel.
13 plus 3.
Yeah, you're able to you take a look at it, tap the screen, and the screen lights up. You do a couple other taps onto the screen. You can't read anything it says, but eventually tapping around, kind of messing around, you do turn on the lights.
Cool.
And the entire room lights up. Every screen and basically everything in the room turns on. And the dodecahedron in the middle begins to hum slightly and begins to rotate in place. Just
And sneezes.
it does not sneeze, no. But
Can
so
I just
everything
get
in the
a
room kind of,
brief analysis of the radiation levels?
the radiation has completely gone from what the AI has told you. It seems like the radiation was just kind of a way to keep everything from decomposing in the equipment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything what you get from the readings.
Mhm.
So there's no more radiation.
I see. Interesting. Do I still detect that other power source that was not a known?
Is significantly higher than what it was before. So is that like a 70% before? Now it's at 200%
Okay.
with everything turned on.
Can I like monitor a small part of my flesh, like a inch by inch square, just to make sure that there's no like decay or anything abnormal happening?
Nothing happens.
Cool.
Nothing abnormal happens.
Cool. So I'll step into the room as well and take a look at some of these screens as I'm walking in.
Okay. You don't understand anything on the screens.
Mm-hmm. I will act like I'm a smart person, knowing what I'm doing, as I'll just
Got
kind of
it,
like
okay. Yeah.
look at a couple things.
So Google, go ahead and roll a d20 for me to see if you get a diamond.
20.
You get a diamond. Yeah. Nice.
Smuggle that diamond.
All right. So go ahead and roll finesse. Methuselah, go ahead and roll finesse to see if you see him try to smuggle it.
Oh boy.
I only got a 9.
Oh!
And that's plus 1, so 10.
13.
Hey, all right. So yeah,
I
you
was
barely
afraid he was going to get me with that +7 again.
you see him pocket something, but it like you see him like move towards his like quote unquote pockets,
His pants.
Yes, my pants.
and from the looks of it, it just looks like he's scratching, right? You know. So you do get the diamond. You do smoke with the diamonds. Is there anything else you two are wanting to do?
As I've just been kind of like sitting back, leaning against the wall, I look over at him and say, "So you ever wonder why we're here?"
I turn to him and say, "That's a wonderful conversation, my friend. Do you ever wonder why you're here? Do you ever wonder if
Yeah,
you've
that would
got a
be part
better
of wondering why
existence way
we're
out
here.
there?"
Yeah, I think that all falls under the question that I asked.
I always wonder that, my friend. I also always wonder why such a charismatic man such as yourself is working in these filthy mines. My goodness gracious.
You know,
Good pay.
I've never had anyone actually question that as well. Everyone I've ever asked, they've just been like, "Nah, we're here because of some big accident, universal level." But it just doesn't make sense, man.
I do not believe that there is coincidence. I do not believe there is accidents. I believe there's always learned failure and victorious experience. And perhaps you're here just gaining experience so that you can show the charismatic personality of yours to for the world to see.
No, that doesn't sound right.
You don't have any dreams beyond being a prison guard?
Not really.
That's truly a waste of your personality. But whatever.
Get to interact and get to know everybody around the prison, you know? You meet lots of cool people. That's what I'm in it for. But honestly, back onto the topic. Like, how do you think we got here?
So while they're having that conversation, Beppis and Karnash, you are currently standing in this large open room. What do you do?
Look around the things.
I'm going to. Are there any ports or any
Yes.
like
Any
interface
plug into?
things? Okay.
Sorry, what'd you say, Myrtle?
But what was it that the crazy boy told me to not
Ion
do?
cells. Do not smuggle ion cells, is what I said.
Fusion cells, yeah.
Garnish him. He actually wants me to do that, so I'm gonna try and look for those and put him in my little robot tummy.
You begin looking
Not
around.
to like hook up to anything, but just to smuggle them in my.
You look around and you don't see any fusion cells you can take.
Boo!
It looks like this runs off
It's
of
okay,
some
maybe
other
you didn't
power
want you to take them, so you're actually
Maybe.
doing what you're supposed to.
I'm going to take a wire and like plug it into my iPad and into the port or whatever to try to monitor whatever, if there are any output signals that are given. I'm just going to monitor, but I'm not going to let the iPad or the AI send any data back yet. I'm just going to purely be reading data and see if I can
it's
decrypt.
taking data, but it's not sending data.
Yes, I'm just going to try to like use any data being sent to try to begin pattern decryption and like understand the language, I guess.
All right.
And while that's doing that, I'll leave the iPad doing that while I go and press some other buttons on the consoles, see what I can do.
Roll a technology to see what you can do for figuring everything out there.
That is a 11.
11. Okay, so the iPad kind of thing gives off a kind of slight purple glow as it's downloading this data. It's going to take a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You boop around. Things turn on. Things start whirling. Things turn off. Things stop whirling. You click another thing as things start whirling. And, you see the screens light up, and you see the planet you're on.
Oh.
On all 4 screens at different angles.
Do I know of any like satellites orbiting the planet that could be giving those angles?
There are none that you know of.
Interesting. Does it appear like a simulation view or like an actual camera view?
Looks like an actual camera view.
Interesting.
Beppis, what do you
Now, question: is
Yes.
it like current, like like if you were to put a video camera on it, that's the current thing? Like, hey, we can see the prison, or is it like an like
Old recording.
Old recording?
Yeah.
You can see the prison.
Okay.
It is current from what you can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see the shuttles that like protect the surrounding airspace are flying around.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my robot curiosity is piqued. Boop more
With
things.
the robot.
Just
Go ahead and
press
roll
more
technology.
things.
Do you want to find specific things, or are you just booping things?
Just booping things. 19 plus.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Your technology roll means nothing if you're just booping random things.
Oh, in that case, boop. Well, should I find something? I don't know what I'd be looking for, because if I can't
I
find the
mean,
little things.
You could try
Well, I
to
guess
tear open
maybe like
panels if you're looking for power sources or whatever.
Yeah, power sources, yeah.
All right.
I'm not very good at thinking.
So you begin tearing things open to look for a power source. Is that what you're doing? Sorry.
Oh, no, not like tearing them open, but maybe seeing, like, just looking around and, like, checking through the system. There's, like, a hint at what's powering the whole little doohickey thingy that we got going on.
Okay. Roll technology for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
by the way,
19
now that the lights are on, are there other entrances and exits from this room, or is it just the one?
There's only one from what you can see.
And then my technology is a 19 plus 3. Ah! That was cold.
Yeah, you're able to look around. You do see different things that give off power.
Right.
Are you going to try to take any of them?
How big are they?
Some of them are like a good, like, just orb. One of them looks like it's like an orb of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Others look like kind of look like a computer's graphic card, right? It's this like kind of like motherboard kind of thing.
I think I'll probably try to take the orb and maybe the helpful.
Okay. Roll another technology check to make sure you can get them.
Come on, baby. Get me out of jail. Give me back my favorites.
20,
Yes.
Yep, 21. Okay, yeah, you're able to get it, unplug all the things you need, and you are able to grab it.
Put it in my tummy.
Karnesh, looking around, you look back to your iPad, and you see that it's fully, downloaded all the information that it needs, and it is glowing kind of a brighter, dark purple. Looking at the screen, you can't read any of it. It's all in a different language.
Oh, dang it. Did I just get this stuck in a different language? Oh, no.
Try just hitting the back of it.
Like the
Have you
back
tried
button.
turning it off and back on?
Yeah.
Is the interface the same? Like if I could click the...
Yes, the interface is the same.
Okay, so I could theoretically memorize, like, go back to the settings, hit the language, scroll down.
Maybe yes. From the looks of it, you can't read anything on it.
Okay, interesting.
Go ahead and roll a technology, see if you can for me.
Okay, sure.
14. Okay. Yeah, you're able to like get back to where you think the settings are, and you click a few times, and the language turns back to a language you semi-understand. It's kind of like broken English now, but you can read it.
Interesting.
It's like when you send something through Google Translate a bunch of different languages. It comes up as like broken English, you know.
Oh dang! I'm gonna have to factory reset this after this whole nonsense. Bob Ross, are you okay? I mean, pee pee poo poo butt or whatever your name is.
It replies in a different language.
Oh great! Can I still access my calculator?
Yeah, you can still access the calculator.
Can I like make a new text document and try to do some trigonometry to like figure out, okay, based off the views that these cameras have, there might be a cloaked satellite at this place, this place, this place, and this place, or something?
Yeah, roll a d20 for me.
Okie dokie.
And then add
18.
I'll add 1 for
Shroomy
your
corrected
cyborg.
you on the name, EJ.
What'd you say?
Doo-doo butt pee-pee face.
Shroomy corrected you on the name.
Doo-doo butt pee-pee face. I'm sorry, I can't remember that.
So you are able to kind of figure out the locations of each of these, where these camera views are coming from. Beepus, that's your name. Sorry, I completely...
Batman!
Beppis. Sorry, right? You chose the weird name, right? Not me. So Beppis...
Beppis is the name of my stuffed animal.
Oh.
But
that just means that your stuffed animal also has a weird name.
I'm sorry that
Hey,
I've been really damaged.
It's okay. It's better than doo-doo face pee-pee butt.
True, it is better than
the other way.
So, Beppis, you, while continuing to unplug things, you hear a click and then a whirring sound.
Love that.
Just roll d20 for me, see if you can figure out what's going on. And Karnash, you look around and you're looking at the screens as this is happening, and you hear a... And as you look up at the screen, on each of the monitors, you see little look like satellites uncloak. Right, from each different perspective, you can see one or two of each different perspective of the other perspectives, right? And each of them begin to glow with a slight purple light at the tip.
Oh dear, what did I do?
Yeah!
So this is something Beppis did?
Beppis, what did you roll?
19.
19?
Yeah.
You look up, look at the screen. Oh, well, what are you going to do once you see that, actually?
Oh, well, I'm just gonna look up and be like, okay, yeah. This seems
What's
okay.
going out of there?
We've activated the Death Star.
It's definitely going according to plan. I did not. I totally planned this.
Yep. Methuselah and Google.
Yep.
What are you two doing while this is all happening? Because it's been a while.
Get any senses?
Not yet. Nope. So this is basically while they're all searching around. What have you two been doing? It's been a while. So
I've been getting antsy for sure.
all right. What about
I mean,
you?
are y'all still talking about the meaning of life?
I've just been kind of replying to him nonchalantly while not really paying attention to him if he's like rambling on while I'm fixing up my drill without him seeing.
I very well am. I probably got into last Thursdayism.
Roll a finesse for me.
The finesse is 19 plus 1. Technology is 11 plus 3.
Methuselah, while you're getting antsy and talking, are you watching him or are you just looking around, like looking down the hallway?
I'm looking back and forth from down the hallway to where they went and like at him.
All right, so go ahead and roll a finesse to see if you see what he's doing.
13 plus 1, 14.
Yeah, you don't notice.
Still doesn't matter.
Google, you finish your drill enhancements.
Yay!
Right around the time that you both hear a whirring from the end of the hall. And looking down the hall, you see every screen is lit up. And you can kind of make out from this distance, the screens show the planet, right?
From a block away?
I mean, they're very large screens at the end of the hallway, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're huge.
That hallway is purring like a kitten.
Oh my god.
Should we go check it out?
You know, I think maybe we should.
Uh-oh.
Let's go see if the others are alright.
Methuselah, no.
You two begin to make your way down there, right as everything's beginning
I'd like
to
to take the drill with me.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
At this point, I am now like armed, so I have like my gun at the ready, like I have it out.
All right.
Are you a bit schizophrenic, my friend?
Schizophrenic is not the right word there.
No.
Paranoid?
Paranoid, thank you. Are you a bit paranoid, my friend?
Paranoid, maybe.
Why? It's just a
You never
word.
know.
As you guys are
Back
talking,
when I was a young boy, I saw a burning bush.
he saw a burning bush. Yes.
Got the whole
Yes, the
planet
bush.
in his hands.
As you make your way to the door, you both look up at the screens, and you see from the satellite. You see in the screens the satellite's kind of decloaking as this is all happening, and you hear a voice coming from the room. All of you do, since you're all close enough now at this point. None of you understand what it's saying,
Oh dear.
but it begins to talk.
Car, what did you do?
Can I very quickly make a duplicate of my Bob Ross program and have it in a sandbox so it can't access the internet of communication devices or whatever, but have it be in its self-contained little thing, and ask
Roll
him to
technology, yeah.
analyze the data to see if he can become a translator for us?
Yep.
That's a 14 plus 3. 17.
Yeah, it replies in that same language, but you can't quite understand it. And then words start appearing on the screen in the broken English.
Okay.
And it reads,
We can work with this.
it reads, translation.
Translation's a pretty complicated word for it to have.
Yeah, translation. And then it gives the two little dots. And it starts typing up words as the...
Colons.
Colons, thank you, sorry. As the voice overhead begins to talk.
Thank you, Doodoo Butt Pee Face.
I like how you actually looked at your notes for that. Thank you.
Dude, about pee face.
Pee face.
The words begin to appear on the screen, and it says, unknown entity, in farmhouse, unlocked cows, help find, leave, unknown life forms, in farmhouse. And it just repeats that over and over again. It's broken. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's there.
Interesting.
I'd like to make my way to Nepis.
Bepis?
Bepis.
With a B.
Bepis.
Bepis.
I like to make my way to Bepis, but try not to arouse their attention while they're busy.
Oh, I'm absorbed in my understanding of. I'm trying to make sure that there's not a bomb about to go off or something. I'm desperately trying to translate to see if I can deactivate this and make sure that it doesn't kill all of us.
And what about Methuselah?
Yeah, Methuselah.
I'm probably joining in with EJ, trying to ask him what's going on. Garb, what happened?
We pressed some buttons. Don't know what's happening. It appears that we've decloaked some satellites.
Stop! Make it stop!
I'm working on it. I'm gonna try to translate some of the screens by holding up the iPad camera to see if I can understand what any of these screens say. Maybe there's a chill. It's fine. We are not imposters or intruders or whatever. I don't know.
The words as it's translating, you hear it begin to say other words that aren't repeating, basically, and on the screen it shows up a countdown from 15. You put it up to the screens of the other
Minutes,
monitors.
seconds, hours?
From his end, he sees it go from 15, 14,
Oh, crap.
12,
Okay, I
13,
think we all should get out of this
12.
room immediately.
13, 12,
Please.
12,
Please.
12, 1, 13, 13, 13, 12. And it just starts messing up a bit.
Oh boy.
And it's not going that fast. It's going down a normal second countdown, but it's repeating numbers for some reason, and you don't know where it's at in the countdown anymore.
Uh-oh.
It goes here. Can that machine not count?
Google, you go over to Bepis, and what are you doing?
I go up to you and I say, I'll trade you. I hold out the diamond and I hold out an empty hand for the material that she gathered.
Goog, where you got that diamond?
And presents with motherboard and B-boy.
All right, so you two trade the items.
Can I try to work on her while they're not paying attention?
Yeah, it's going to take you a few moments. By this point, it's reached 3, 2, 1. As the number
Guess
counting
we'll
down.
die.
3.
As you're looking at this, as it's reading the screen, you do read it, and it does show up. And as this has all been happening, you can make it translate one of the screens. And the screen says, "Enter DNA."
Beat on it.
What does DNA stand for?
Looking at the big monitors on the screen, the purple light on the end of the satellites is growing brighter and brighter. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll d20 for me. Both guards.
Okay. Oh, not 20.
4.
All right, we get to see what happens for both ends of the spectrum.
Methuselah, you panic.
That happened.
Yeah, you freak out. You start just pushing buttons on one of the monitors. You start freaking out.
Oh no!
This is flashbacks to when I had my face-to-face with God.
Yep.
But it turned out to just be some hippie.
So it's asking to insert DNA, right?
Insert DNA, yeah.
Where?
So
Is there like a receptacle anywhere?
Not that you can see, but from the looks of it, since you've just been touching the screen, you just put your hand up to the screen, and the screen kind of glows blue for a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just basically do this, and it reads your palm basically, and it flashes blue for a few seconds. Red.
I hope I didn't just sign myself up to be a livestock for an alien race that doesn't exist
Unknown
anymore.
life form. And then you all hear looking at the screen.
Is that one of the buttons that I pushed?
Did I finish working on her by that time?
This has probably been like 10 seconds.
It's been the span of 10 seconds. So it's going to take you longer to work on her. You all hear a large just.
Oh no. What did I do? I don't
You
know.
look up the screens, and a purple beam is now hitting the planet.
We're sawing the planet in half, guys. To show you the power of
never
aliens,
would've
I
thought
saw
that
this
one.
planet in half.
To show you the power of this alien race, I've blown up this planet!
It's the power of this fully operational alien technology.
No.
Looking at...
I imagine the
Looking
warden's
back-
just like desperately trying to call me. Pick up! What are you doing? Before things just exploded and decloaked. Oh
You
That
look
was
back
good.
at the doorway of the room you're in, and it shuts.
no. Great. This is a
And
good
that's
day.
where the one shot ends. 'Cause I've run out of
We're
time.
safe from the explosion. Clearly, this is a blast-proof chamber. Everyone else is dead.
So you guys want to know what I was trying to do to Beptis?
Sure, yeah.
Not only was I increasing her power output, but I was turning her into a walking bomb.
Mhm.
Oh.
I did not consent.
So you did?
This is the guy who killed
He operated on his children.
and wife.
I never said I killed them. I experimented on them.
Blue said that they had been killed.
This is really
No,
fun.
I didn't say they killed. I just.
No, you
They-
definitely implied that they were dead.
Oh, I did. Okay, then yeah, they're dead. We'll go with that.
Oh, okay. They might have died after I was arrested because nobody wanted to keep their.
Oh no.
Part of the fun of me having nicknames for everyone is that you guys can't have a nickname for me because the first part of my name wouldn't be a good nickname.
Math.
Ah.
It's a great nickname. What do you mean?
I mean, I was gonna call you fish sticks, but
Medusa. With that being said, I am currently out of time.
yeah,
I do
sure.
have to go. I do hope you enjoyed. Everyone who was here for the stream, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for being here, stream people. Thanks for DMing, Blue. That was really super fun. I
Yeah.
enjoyed this. a lot.
If we ever want to do the actual sci-fi campaign, please let me know.
Yeah, that'd be fun. At some point, I enjoy it. This a lot.
Yes.
Especially if it's like worked out a little bit more, you get all a bunch of other races involved.
Oh yeah, no, like again, this is just a very much a
This is bare bones.
bare bones, yeah. And that's
Great.
concerning. Anyways, goodbye.